In the world of retail, competition is cutthroat.
There's a jungle out there, and it's dangerous.
These entrepreneurs have big ambitions.
My dream is to see an IncrediPop in every home in America.
So they've come to our investor and his team of experts for help.
I think she can take this retail opportunity and rock it.
They'll get quizzed by real consumers.
Why is this better than regular dough?
And get feedback.
It's real pricey.
It just looks too generic.
And in the end, Joe and Joe alone decides if they will receive the backing of Hatched Business Solutions.
I think you have so much to offer, kid.
And a chance to change their lives forever. This week, a mom entrepreneur driven by creating a healthy solution for her sick daughter.
I turned my daughter's pain into a purpose is not only just changing her life, it's changing many lives.
Will the consumers love her secret recipe?
Whole cauliflower. That's what you just ate.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
You gotta be kidding.
Or will the panel's concerns about the price
I'm not buying a $10 box of popsicles.
see her hopes melt?
We have decided.
Our investor Joe has brought together his experts. Freddie Cameron is a retail expert with over 16 years of experience, responsible for over $2 billion in product sales. And Nicole Lapin is a New York Times best-selling author and one of the nation's top financial experts, anchoring financial news on CNBC, CNN, and Bloomberg.
All right, guys, this week we have the healthy food product category. You're looking at me like I'm crazy. So many Americans have switched to healthy food.
It's definitely a category that's growing every year, and it's making billions of dollars. Billions.
Your taste buds might not like it, Joe, but I think your wallet will.
There you go. Works for me.
You ready to meet our first entrepreneur?
Bring the lady on.
Enza is seeking financial backing to expand her healthy frozen treat out of her kitchen and into a national brand.
Welcome.
My name is Enza Hibbler. I'm the founder and creator of IncrediPops. IncrediPops are raw, organic, whole food, fruit and vegetable popsicle that's 50 calories a pop with no sugar, no water, no juice, no stabilizers.
No, nothing.
No nothing. Fruits and vegetables, the tops, the skin, and the root, including some seeds.
The whole thing.
Now, Joe's
The
scared.
whole thing. Did you know there's more protein pound for pound in the seeds of cantaloupe than red meat?
I was blissfully unaware until you walked in here today.
Oh no, this is exactly the person who's not gonna like an IncrediPop. It's like they threw a wrench in it for me.
So tell me the motivation for you to create this product.
Okay, let me not start crying. In 2007, my 15-year-old daughter became very ill and bedridden, severe pains in her stomach, and the inability to keep food down. And every doctor kept giving us medication, colonoscopy, and nothing worked. And I realized that food was the issue, and I changed the food in our home. I based everything out of our produce department. And so I started blending all of her fruits and vegetables because I needed her to retain as much nutrients as possible. And then eventually I started freezing because I wasn't at home, so I wanted her to have something on hand. And she started getting better. And then I started coming up with some amazing flavors. I started donating them to local schools. And I wasn't trying to make a business out of them, but it became a huge sensation. And that's how IncrediPops was born.
Interesting.
I am all about this concept of whole foods put into a frozen treat package.
The idea of sneaking in raw produce, roots, seeds, and all without stripping out the nutrients is genius. It's a one-pop shop, and moms are going to love it.
What's the demographic for your product?
This is not just for kids. I work with people with ailments.
Okay.
And there's not a day that goes by that I don't cry, that people tell me what I've done for their family with cancer or their kids with autism. The fact that I made a difference, I turned my daughter's pain into a purpose, and it continues to grow, is not only just changing her life, it's changing many lives. There's no healthy options out there. Every ingredient you look at in the frozen goods department starts off with sugar or concentrated juices. IncrediPop starts with food and ends with food.
You definitely have something good going. I commend you for that.
Thank you.
Enza has created something truly unique. There is nothing like this in the market, and I'm excited to hear more about this.
What do you want from us?
I'm kind of at a stuck position. I've been making these from my home, and I cannot keep up with the demand. What I need from the Hatch panel is an investment so that I could supply the great demand. I sell these 50 to 150 per family. What's holding me back is my facility. Once I get the facility, IncrediPops is unstoppable.
She says she can't keep up with the demand, but I'm not sure whether that's because she's only able to make a few or because there's really that big a demand. She needs to prove it's the latter.
How many units would you sell if you had a major facility?
We've done our math, and just in the Los Angeles region, between specialty stores, grocery stores, and farmers market, we guesstimated in the first year to make $350,000 in IncrediPops.
It's pretty impressive.
And how much does it cost you to make one IncrediPop?
It cost me 51 cents.
And how much are you selling it for?
$2 a pop.
Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty high.
That's expensive.
You need to lower your costs so you have a lower retail price.
Otherwise, you're going to force consumers to actually grab
The stuff that actually does have sugar in it.
because it's a cheaper price than what you have in the marketplace.
My dream is to create the highest quality product at the lowest possible price.
The biggest challenge is going to be lowering that price. Organic produce is expensive, even when you factor in economies of scale.
Can we have a taste?
You sure can.
Joe, you excited?
Absolutely. I'm a cowboy. When I was a kid, my grandfather taught me if it didn't grow inside a pig or a cow, it wasn't worth eating. So you're not really gonna see me getting excited over eating a raw produce pop. Wow, good job. That's an incredible hit with a curmudgeon cowboy.
This is really good.
This is my jam. What's Joe eating?
Okay, so you're having blueberries, beets, cauliflower, and banana.
You got cauliflower in here?
You sneaky devil.
Listen, kiddo, good job, because that's not easy to change my mind.
Thank you.
Enza surprisingly won me over with the taste. But before I consider investing, I need to hear from potential consumers whether or not they're willing to pay a higher price for a healthy pop.
So Enza, here's what's gonna happen. Tomorrow, we are setting you up with a retail challenge. Right here, we're turning this into our hatched pop-up store. You're gonna be able to interact with consumers, talk to them about your product, let them sample the product, and we're really interested to hear their consumer feedback, and that's gonna help us make our decision. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
I'm so nervous. I don't know what to expect from consumers. My heart's pounding. I hope these people get it.
Coming up, Enza's healthy ingredients warm the consumer's heart.
Cannot believe that there's any cauliflower in that.
But will the price leave them out in the cold?
It's really overpriced.
Enza wants to turn IncrediPops into a national brand. She impressed our experts with her healthy frozen treat.
You definitely have something good going. I commend you for that.
But before Joe decides if he's going to financially back her, he needs to hear from potential customers. So today, Enza will have to pitch her healthy pops to over 100 consumers, who will give their feedback in a survey, which will be analyzed closely by our experts, Nicole and Freddie, before Joe makes his final decision.
Hi.
How are you?
Hello.
Hi, welcome to IncrediPops.
What's incredible about IncrediPop?
IncrediPops are raw, organic, whole food fruit and vegetable popsicles with no sugar, no water, no juice, no preservatives, and no stabilizers.
That seems almost impossible.
I wonder how it tastes.
Enza made this meat-eating cowboy a believer in healthy pops. Now let's see if she can do the same thing with the consumers.
Would you like to sample?
I gotta taste it. Oh, wow. That's really good.
This is magic.
That was amazing.
Yummy, that's delicious.
IncrediPops are incredible.
They were so amazing.
I could trump on this all day.
IncrediPops tasted fantastic.
I was blown away by IncrediPops.
The taste was an hit with the consumers. Now let's see how they react to the ingredients.
What if I told you it's not just strawberries and banana, but
What else?
apple with the skin, strawberries with the tops,
Oh, wait. With the tops?
and broccoli.
No.
And guess what? Whole cauliflower.
Cannot believe that there's any cauliflower in that.
It's all these fresh vegetables with the skin and all the greens mixed together.
Are you shocked?
Oh, my goodness.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me.
Do you typically eat beets and cauliflower?
No.
Surprise!
She actually uses the skin of the fruits, which is actually good. It has more nutrients in it.
With the trend of organic fruits and vegetables on the rise, I doubt Enza will have any trouble convincing consumers to buy her healthy pops.
Would you buy it?
Absolutely.
I would definitely go for this. Makes me feel less guilty about eating any other pop filled with sugar.
Yeah, sign me up. I'll buy them all.
And it's produce in a pop.
I'm a big juicer myself, so it's so hard to juice everything. If these are frozen and ready to go, I can grab them on the go.
It's really tough to get kids to eat vegetables, and this is a great way to mask that weird veggie taste.
Do you think your mom would choose IncrediPops over other popsicles?
Yeah, she probably would, because she'd realize that they're really healthy for you, and they're not just sugar and water.
I'm gonna get my little brother eat broccoli now.
Oh, I'm loving that. Winning! I am so shocked. It's going amazing. So far, everything I've heard about the pop has been great feedback. They love it. And you know what? I gotta be honest with you. Everybody's looking for a healthier option.
Consumers are up for buying a healthy pop, but will they have a change of heart when they hear the price?
What would this cost me?
They're sold for $2 a pop.
That's a little high for me.
That sounds a little expensive.
It is really overpriced at $2 a pop. I do think the price was a little bit too much for just one popsicle.
Because it's $2 a pop, and that's kind of expensive for one little pop.
For IncrediPops, having it be $2 a pop is a little on the high side, but the fact that they're getting a serving of vegetables with their desserts would make it worth the extra cost.
Even though consumers are willing to pay for a healthy ice pop, they still want value for their money. That's going to be Enza's biggest hurdle, given what it takes to make her product.
As the consumers fill out their surveys, Enza is starting to feel the pressure.
I am nervous. Ultimately, I don't know which way the surveys are gonna go. I need to take this from my home and get this out on the markets. I need this opportunity.
Consumers decide the success of any product. So the survey results will be a big part of my decision on whether to invest or not.
It's time for the Hatched Pop Quiz. Americans spent approximately how much on organic food last year? Is it A, $15 billion, B, $25 billion, or C, $35 billion? Find out the answer when we return to Hatched. Before the break, we asked, Americans spent approximately how much on organic food last year? Is it A, $15 billion, B, $25 billion, or C, $35 billion? The answer is C. Americans spent approximately $35 billion on organic food last year. The biggest category was fruits and vegetables. Enza came to Hatch Business Solutions looking for an investment to launch her daughter-inspired IncrediPops into retail stores. She faced the ultimate retail challenge.
I am nervous. Ultimately, I don't know which way the surveys are gonna go.
But will the consumer survey results be strong enough to help convince our investor Joe that her product is worthy of financial backing?
All right, guys, how could you forget IncrediPops? Joe, you became a believer. I could not believe that you were eating cauliflower.
Neither could I.
We have some results in from our survey for Enza. You guys ready to bring her in?
I'm ready.
All right.
Bring the lady on.
Hello, Enza.
Hello, hello.
How did the retail challenge go?
To my amazement, I didn't get very much negative feedback. They expressed they liked it, but I didn't know what they were gonna say in the survey.
Are you ready to hear the survey results?
I'm shaking. I am not kidding you. I am a little nervous.
Well, every good entrepreneur does a lot of testing, and this is an invaluable experience. So let's get to the results. When we asked folks, do you like the taste? 95% said yes.
I could trump on this all day.
IncrediPops tasted fantastic.
The first word that came to my mind is, how incredible.
That's what I wanted to hear.
It's really gratifying to see that we can actually do something good for people that comes in the form of something that in my generation we all grew up with. They were just flavoring and sugar. It's a grand slam. You hit the ball straight out of the park.
Mind-blowing. I'm floating. That's information I needed for validation.
So when it came to the consumer's feedback on your overall price point, a lot of people said your price was too high, and that's not good.
That's a little high for me.
It's really overpriced.
It's hard to swallow paying $2 for a popsicle.
Completely understandable. But right now, I was purchasing all of my fruits and vegetables at retail. But once I'm able to purchase my produce at wholesale, I'd be happy to lower that price. My dream is to bring that price down and see an IncrediPop in every home in America.
Okay. So is there anything else that you would like to say to the panel before we deliberate?
There's only one dream, and that's you three on my dream team. I promise now, you will not be disappointed if you take me on.
Okay.
All right, Enza, here's my little girl secret. Leave Joe some IncrediPops while we deliberate.
That's a great idea.
Final decision is scary. If they don't decide to go with IncrediPops, oh, that'll break my heart.
It's time for Joe to consult with his experts before he makes his final decision.
Okay, guys, what do we think about IncrediPops?
She's riding a great trend toward healthier, cleaner food. And her product is Sneak Attack Healthy. And she changed your mind. She got you to eat cauliflower, Joe.
She fooled me on that one.
I think she also has a great opportunity in schools. If we can get these pops into all schools as a healthier snack, that's a huge win.
It's kind of like that kid that doesn't want to eat his Brussels sprouts. Hey, take a popsicle, have your Brussels sprouts and broccoli and cauliflower.
I think it's also about getting away from the idea that this is just a kid's product. This is an everybody product.
The only challenge I see right now is the price. And most consumers, they want value for their money.
That's a problem. I'm not buying a $10 box of popsicles.
But I believe once there's a solid manufacturer to actually make this product for her on a larger scale, it would drive that price down.
But how is she gonna source the highest quality foods at a lower price? She wants organic, superfoods. Those are expensive, even at economies of scale.
I agree with you. Even in economy of scale, we got price issues. The one known quantity we have here, she's gone as far as she's gonna go without some help. So now the decision, is it a good fit for Hatched Business Solutions? No doubt that Enza's product is great, but there are some real valid concerns about the price. This is a tough one. Thank you both for your input. I've heard what you have to say. I have a decision. Let's bring her in and give her the news.
Coming up.
How do you feel right now?
Really, really nervous.
In anticipation of the final decision, I've got like this little lump in my throat.
We have decided.
Enza came to Hatch Business Solutions in hopes of expanding her IncrediPops out of her kitchen and into a national brand. At the Retail Challenge, her Healthy Pops were an Incredi hit with the consumers.
She's magic.
That was amazing.
But our investor and his experts have major concerns.
How is she gonna source the highest quality foods at a lower price? That's a problem.
And now it's decision time. Has Enza done enough to walk away with an investment that will help turn her product into a household name?
In anticipation of the final decision, I am anxious, I'm nervous, I've got like this little lump in my throat. This is stressful.
So, Enza, how do you feel right now?
Really, really nervous.
Nothing is ever easy for us when it gets down to this stage of the game, so to speak. So you certainly showed me a lot of passion. You showed me a lot of excitement. So here's the decision. We would like to work with you at Hatched Business Solutions. We want to take that product out of your kitchen and put it to someplace to where that we can make those popsicles in quantity and get them out into mass consumption.
That's huge. They said we're gonna help you take this out of your house.
So take that passion, take that energy, take that excitement, and now you're not in it alone. You have partners that are gonna help you make your product a global brand.
You changed your daughter's life. Now we're gonna help you change the world.
Oh.
You know what? You're great. Your product's great. Your story's great.
She's
Come on.
incredible. She's not
Everybody,
great.
Come on, we
She's
gotta give her a hand.
incredible.
That's it.
Woo!
She gets a hand.
Good job.
This is amazing! Oh my gosh!
We're gonna change the world one pop at a time.
Oh, the possibilities are endless. This is the one thing I stuck with for 8 years. And it was a long road, but I'm here. I got it. It's amazing.